Okay, so you're going into 2022, still playing the same old gaming device that you've been playing. You probably want to upgrade, but you don't want to break the bank. With that being said, these two options in front of me are going to be your best bet with the best price. So stay tuned, because in this video, I'm going to be comparing the Xbox Series S and the Meta Quest 2 and letting you know which one I think is best for you. What's happening, YouTube? Caesar Rendon here, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button for me. Like I said, today we are going to be comparing the Xbox Series S and the Oculus Quest 2. There's a lot of very different things about these devices, but there is one thing that is the same, and that is the price. And that's the first thing we're going to talk about. They both start at $299, which is amazing. That's a really great price, especially if you're not trying to spend too much money and just get a better gaming experience. Both of these are really dope and fun to play. I love them both. With that being said, let's start off talking about the Xbox Series S. We're going to talk about the price. Like I said, these are both the same price, but when getting the Xbox, I did find myself spending a lot more on accessories. Some that were just a splurge, you know, like the custom controller, which you don't have to get, but it is pretty dope. And some that were necessities, such as the external hard drive. Yes, I feel like with this, you do need an external hard drive because fresh out the box, it comes with 350 gigs of storage, 512, but after all the other installations, 350. If you want to keep uninstalling games and putting them back on, you can, or you could spend money on this. This one is 4 terabytes. I got it for $80 on the Microsoft website. They were having a sale, but you can get them for like 50 or 60, depending on what size you want. Or you can get something, which is the newest storage expansion card, which is like 220 bucks, which is almost the same price as this. I don't recommend you get it. It is a little bit faster, so if you want to get it, you can. But at that point, just get the Xbox Series X if you do want an Xbox. Now, when it comes to the games on this device, when paying for games, I don't really pay for games too much just because I use Xbox Game Pass. Now, Game Pass is you pay $15 a month, and for $15 a month, you get access to hundreds and hundreds of games. Some titles that are a lot older, some that are a lot newer. You get the latest Microsoft releases. Game Pass is just a great item for this game. Not only do you get all those games, you also get Xbox Live, get to play with friends. It's just a really dope thing that they have, and I love it. And I haven't bought in a game in a very long time. Now, comparing all the money that we put on that to all the money that I put to my Quest, I just got it, so I haven't spent much, but I don't think I will. Because the only thing I think I need for this is a carrying case, which is 49 bucks, and then a battery pack, because the battery on this does not last long. And I don't know, they do have one that's 100 bucks, but apparently in the comments of my review, you can get any rechargeable battery pack and use it on this. So I think I may go that route, save myself a little bit of money, because why not, right? But when it comes to games, the games on here are going to be a lot cheaper than this. If you do buy games on the Xbox Series S, you're looking at like 60, 70 bucks without any sales. With sales, you could get them for like 30 bucks. This one, straight out the box, any game you want is around like $30 or less. I mean, that's what I've seen so far. $30 is the most expensive game, and it's really good because the games on here are really fun and it's really cool. Now, when it comes to the price round, I definitely think the Oculus Quest 2 wins this round. If you don't mind about spending a little bit more money for customization and storage expansion, go with the Xbox Series S. Now, the next thing I want to talk about with these two consoles is the games. We already talked about the price with the games, but now let's talk about the games in general. And with this one, we'll start with the Oculus Quest 2. When it comes to the Oculus Quest 2, the games on here are phenomenal. Like, they are super dope, especially the fact that you actually get to be inside of the game. With that being said, the graphics on here aren't amazing by any means, but they are really good. And when you're inside, you kind of just forget about the graphics and just are still amazed that you can control like the player inside using his. It's just an amazing experience. It's great. Now, another thing with the games is the fact that they do not take up much storage with this device. You may be getting this and looking at it like, is 128 gigs really going to be a lot for me? I think it will be fine. It will suffice because look, the games on here are anywhere between like 5 megabytes all the way to like 2 gigs. Like that's nothing. Whereas the games on the Xbox Series S, they range all the way to like 110 gigs. Warzone's like just takes up like half the Xbox, which is why I said you need the storage expansion. But with this, like I said, it's a lot cheaper. It's gonna be fine. But one thing that also comes with the games is just being a little dizzy and a little nauseous at first. With me, the first couple games I tried it out, especially when you're playing like first-person shooters and things like that, you do tend to get a little nauseous, but after a while, I feel like you get used to it, or at least I did, and now I am perfectly fine with playing these games. Another thing that's really cool is I feel like with like the Oculus Quest and the games, whenever you play multiplayer games, there's just a little bit more of a sense of community, whereas like I have talked to so many people on this thing. On my Xbox, I haven't talked to really anybody. I'll be playing Beat Saber and like I'll play online and I'll wave at the other person across from me, and it's cool because on that side you do see somebody else like waving. Even on like first-person shooter games, like when it comes to teamwork is like it just feels so real, and it's just such a great device. Like I talked to a lot of people and it's great. On here, when it comes to like the games and things like that, the Xbox Series S has beautiful graphics. Granted, some people are going to say, it's not the best as the Xbox Series X or the PS5. It looks beautiful, and I have no complaints. I have played the PS5. The control on that thing is amazing. But as far as the graphics go, yes, they look slightly better. I can't notice too much of a difference, if I'm being honest. Now, the last thing I want to compare when it comes to both of these items are just like the extra things you can do. Because yes, you can obviously play games on both of these. Yes, they're in a great, amazing price. You could do a lot, but there are some extra features that both of these items do have. And we'll start off with the Xbox Series S, and that is dev mode. So you can get dev mode for your Xbox Series S. I have a video right here like talking about it and how I love it. So that's pretty much just getting old PlayStation 2 games, old GameCube games, just making this a retro device and playing your favorite old school games, whether it's like Mario Baseball or Super Mario Brawl, or even the old Simpsons game that was on the GameCube. That I love playing that on here. You could play Zelda, you could play so many games on this device, so that's also a really cool bonus feature. This also comes with remote play too, so if you want, you could play it on your cell phone, you could play it on your laptop, you can literally play this anywhere. Now, when it comes to the Oculus Quest 2, these are both very portable where you could take them anywhere. But with this one, you could use it a lot for productivity, not just gaming. You could use this if you want to meet up with somebody else in VR and just like work on an assignment together. If you want to like do a presentation in front of somebody else, or you just want to code or do your own work on a desktop. There is so much room for productivity when it comes to the Oculus Quest 2, and it's just amazing. The amount of things that you can do on this device, it blows my mind. It's crazy, and it makes me think that in the next few years, they are going to upgrade this or add some updates to where it's even more crazy than it already is, which is going to be wild. Now, which one's best for you? So I'm going to tell you my story real quick. I would go with the Xbox Series S. Why? Because I upgraded from a PlayStation 4 and I did want to see those beautiful graphics. I did want to try out Game Pass, and I just wanted to step in to the next gen realm. There are a lot of people that would kind of argue that the Xbox Series S ain't next gen. Okay, whatever, keep saying that. The graphics are beautiful. Everything on this device is amazing. But if you do already have like an Xbox Series 1S, or even like a PlayStation 5 and you just want to get an edition, go with the Oculus Quest. Because if you have a PlayStation 5 and you're just getting this for like Halo and Game Pass, like cool, I get it. But if you already have a console that can run at 4K with beautiful graphics, get an Oculus Quest, man. I'm telling you, this is an amazing device. Once you get in, Beat Saber has been my favorite game. I have been playing that nonstop like crazy. I love that game. Once you get this, once you step into Beat Saber, once you start killing zombies, it's crazy. It is wild. And once you start gaming like this, trust me, you are not going to want to go back. I don't know. You do with all that information what you will. Let me know in the comments down below if you would choose the Xbox Series S or the Oculus Quest 2. Let me know. I'm interested to see what you think, and hopefully I helped you out. Well, anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.